In the gilded halls of European royalty, whispers often travel faster than the sound of trumpets announcing a coronation. But in recent weeks, those whispers have become roars, and the epicenter is none other than Copenhagen, Denmark. The Spanish press, notorious for its bold investigative spirit and sharp royal reporting, has dropped a bombshell: intimate, intricate, and deeply personal revelations about King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark. And these aren't mere tabloid headlines. They're revelations that hint at a surprising turn in the lives of Denmark's most admired royal couple, a turn that could shape not only their monarchy but the entire image of modern European royalty. For decades, Frederik and Mary have represented the epitome of royal grace, navigating their path from a fairy tale romance to the Danish throne with dignity and love. But now, as the curtain is pulled back, what the world sees is a far more complicated, deeply human, and profoundly emotional reality. The Spanish media, led by seasoned royal correspondents and insiders with ties deep within the palace walls, has pieced together a story that challenges the very narrative Denmark's monarchy has carefully constructed. And what they reveal isn't just a fleeting scandal. It's a transformation, a pivotal evolution in the lives of two individuals bound by duty, legacy, and a love story now facing trials more intense than ever before. Before diving into the recent revelations, it's crucial to understand the magnetic journey that brought Crown Prince Frederik and Mary Donaldson together. Their love story, born under the Australian sky during the 2000 Sydney Olympics, captivated the world. Mary, a marketing executive from Tasmania, never imagined a night out at a local pub would lead her into the arms of Europe's most eligible bachelor. What followed was a whirlwind romance, long-distance exchanges, covert visits, and a royal courtship that defied expectations. Mary's poise, intelligence, and understated elegance quickly won over the Danes. In 2004, the couple married in a spectacular royal ceremony watched by millions. Since then, their story has been portrayed as a seamless transition, from star-crossed lovers to the future King and Queen of Denmark. Their 4 children, their appearances at global events, and their carefully curated image solidified their status as the modern monarchy of Scandinavia. But the Spanish press has now peeled back that glossy narrative, revealing what appears to be cracks behind the castle walls. According to the widely circulated reports in Spain's top royal publications, including Vanitatis, Lecturas, and Semana, the narrative of a perfectly united Frederik and Mary has undergone a dramatic shift. Spanish journalists with sources inside European royal circles suggest that the couple's marriage, while still officially intact, has faced mounting strains in recent years. The catalyst: several interwoven threads, public duty, private burdens, and the immense pressure of monarchy in a rapidly changing world. Sources reportedly close to the royal household claim that the transition from crown prince to king, following Queen Margrethe II's unprecedented abdication, has taken a toll on Frederik and Mary's relationship. The Spanish press outlines that while Frederik has embraced his new responsibilities with seriousness, the weight of kingship has also revealed contrasting visions between the couple. Insiders suggest that Mary, once hailed as the rock beside her husband, has increasingly pursued independent interests, both philanthropic and cultural. Her focus on domestic violence, mental health, and women's empowerment has grown more pronounced, with some sources hinting that she seeks a larger, perhaps more autonomous role within the monarchy. Frederik, by contrast, is reportedly adjusting to life as a ruling monarch with a deeply traditional mindset. Spanish commentators have highlighted his increased consultations with palace advisors, his growing closeness to Queen Margrethe's old guard, and a noticeable shift toward protocol-heavy engagements. This divergence, not necessarily conflictual, but certainly significant, has led to fewer joint appearances, especially at informal events. The Spanish press has been quick to observe and document these changes, raising eyebrows among royal watchers across Europe. One of the more sensitive revelations coming out of Madrid is the alleged emotional distance that has grown between Frederik and Mary. While no official statement has addressed any marital issues, Spanish sources claim that the couple is currently redefining their roles, both within the monarchy and their personal relationship. A source quoted in Vanitatis shared, "There is no talk of separation, but there is acknowledgement of change. They are no longer just partners in love, they are monarchs with individual legacies." Such words have ignited a firestorm of speculation. Could it be that the fairy tale has matured into something more complex, more real? The Spanish press hasn't stopped at insider reports. They've also conducted exhaustive body language analyses of Frederik and Mary during recent public events. Specialists noted subtle but telling gestures, the lack of eye contact during a charity gala, a stiff exchange during a diplomatic reception, and an uncharacteristically short speech from Mary at a recent museum inauguration. While these may seem like minor details, seasoned observers understand their importance in royal optics. In monarchies, silence often speaks louder than words. What's even more compelling than the Spanish revelations is the Danish palace's response, or lack thereof. Unlike the British royal family, which often issues denials or clarifications, the Danish court has remained remarkably silent. This has led royal commentators to question whether silence equals confirmation. Does the palace's refusal to comment signal internal acknowledgement of a delicate transformation unfolding behind palace doors? The Danish public, typically reserved in their judgments, has found itself in unfamiliar territory. Social media platforms in Denmark and Spain alike have been flooded with reactions ranging from shock to sympathy, and even support for a more modern, realistic monarchy. Many Danes still see Mary as a national treasure, a symbol of integration, grace, and resilience. For them, any strain in the royal marriage is heartbreaking but humanizing. They are not gods, one Danish citizen wrote on Instagram. They are people under pressure. Maybe we should let them breathe. We turn to respected royal historians and cultural analysts to gain deeper insight. Dr. Ellen Sorensen of the University of Copenhagen notes, Frederik and Mary are navigating a monarchy in evolution. They face 21st century challenges in an institution rooted in the past. These strains are not unusual, but they are amplified by the spotlight. Spanish royal expert José Luis Calderón adds, the Spanish press isn't fabricating a scandal. They're documenting a moment of truth, a human moment that shows even royals struggle to balance public and private demands. What the Spanish revelations ultimately suggest is not a marriage on the brink, but a marriage evolving. Frederik and Mary, now in their 50s, are grappling with immense pressures. New titles, aging parents, global expectations, and the growing visibility of their own children on the public stage. Princess Isabella, now 18, is stepping into the limelight. Prince Christian is already carving his path as a future king. This generational shift, combined with their parents' transformation into monarchs, is inevitably reshaping family dynamics. The big question is, what does the future hold? Spanish media predicts a period of strategic distancing, where Frederik and Mary might take on more solo engagements, not as a sign of division, but as a calculated move to strengthen individual influence and broaden the monarchy's reach. There are whispers of Queen Mary potentially launching an international initiative under her foundation, possibly centered in Australia. Meanwhile, Frederik is reportedly focused on climate policy and green diplomacy, solidifying Denmark's global leadership in sustainability. If these forecasts are accurate, we are witnessing a royal couple not dissolving, but diversifying. What makes this moment so riveting isn't just the intrigue, it's the realization that even fairy tale unions must evolve. In the digital age, where secrets are fleeting and scrutiny is relentless, the royals of today must walk a tightrope of vulnerability and virtue. Frederik and Mary may well emerge from this chapter stronger, wiser, and more authentic than ever. But the path ahead will demand grace, transparency, and above all, unity in purpose. Is this a royal crisis or a necessary evolution in the monarchy? Has the Spanish press opened our eyes to a truth we refuse to see, or are we witnessing the media once again distorting a private journey? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell for more deep royal investigations from across the globe.